So this week I've been talking a lot about how food and addiction can either help or harm, I guess, or make it challenging in recovery. And a couple of things that I look for when I am choosing my meals, when I am trying to, select what I'm going to eat for that morning or day, whatever. A couple of things. First, I'll look for color. So I want to try to get as many different colors as I can, natural. So that means like the fruits and vegetables, I try to get a variety in my day. I try to get as many different colors as I can in that day. And the other thing I look for is protein. Each meal has to have some protein, and protein is what actually fills you up. So I'm going to get the antioxidants and all the other vitamins from the fruits and vegetables. I'm going to get the protein, which is muscle building, amino acids, and then definitely want to get some carbs in there. We all need it. We need it for energy. But try to select the whole grains, whole wheats, whatever they are. I tend to go gluten-free, but that's not for everybody, and that's fine. But again, you're trying to look for the biggest bang for your buck, right? And so I know when eating bread, a lot of times I will choose multigrains or things with seeds and stuff like that, and thin slice. So I try to get it so that it's, not as big, not as thick, not as caloric, right? Try to reduce the calories. And so each meal I try to plan around those types of questions or those ideas, right? I try to get as much and the colors, the fruits and vegetables, I try to make that the dominant item. So when I was growing up, it was always the meat or the carbs that was the dominant item. And I've learned that that's not true. Protein, if you are having like a piece of meat or chicken or something like that, you don't want it any bigger than the palm of your hand, right? That's sufficient for protein, is if you're eating meat. Same thing if it goes, well, it's hard because if you go by measurements for, grains or beans or something like that, it varies. They vary in different stuff. But, if you can get like, I don't know, I would say anywhere between like 7 and 15 grams of protein per serving, that's sufficient. And of course, drinking water throughout the day. So if you are thirsty, try to make your choices, as much closest to water, I guess, you can get, right? Coffee is not a bad choice, right? You got to watch out for the caffeine. If you have too much caffeine, it kind of reverses the effect of the, hydration. But it's more important what we put into our coffee than the actual coffee. Coffee itself, the coffee beans are really healthy for you. They have a lot of antioxidants, right? But it's the milk and sugar that we put into it that kind of like cancels it all out. So if you can, I like to, I tend to drink my coffee black these days, but before I got to that point, I used stevia. Stevia is a natural sweetener, but it's not artificial. It's not like aspartame or any of those, but it doesn't act on your body like sugar, and so it doesn't have those spikes and crashes, which really does a number on your body. And again, like I said, I drink it black now, but if you know, you can choose like an almond milk or soy milk or something like that. Would be a little bit more beneficial than cow's milk. But other than that, try to drink water, right? If you need to flavor it with some lemon, flavor it with some, you know, if you you know, I know it's cold here in New England right now, so if you're having tea, right, try to maybe have decaffeinated tea, or if you're having tea even with caffeine, you know, if you want to flavor it up, put some little bit of honey in there. Honey is actually good for you. Again, in small quantities, but honey is really nutritious for you. So trying to think about the biggest bang for your buck. If I want to use a high caloric item, I want to try to make sure that I'm using the high calories that has the most nutrition for what those calories are giving me. Again, you know, honey instead of sugar. Anyway, I hope this has helped you. I have plenty of videos on like my smoothies. I have a whole section of smoothie recipes, so check them out. They're wonderful, they're nutritious, they're delicious. So check them out. I have a whole playlist of them. And until next time, guys, please be well. Peace.